Olaus, Alinen. I will do my best with that one. He is a crystal ball selection by 247 Sports to Alabama. Offensive tackle at 6'6", 315. Out of Windsor, Connecticut. He's right up the road. Windsor, Connecticut is a high 4-star. Goodness gracious, look at that. Number 122 in the country, top-rated player in the state of Connecticut. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Thomas Clark is asking about him. Do we have any beat on whether the Buckeyes are in any kind of range for him?
I mean, absolutely. I think Ohio State's in good shape. I think it's Ohio State. I think it's Alabama right there. There certainly might be some other schools. I mean, let's not give credit to – he's not a Connecticut kid. He's a Finland kid. He's just going to one of those candy-ass academies up there in Connecticut. But I think Ohio State made quite the impression on him. I think that they have a very solid chance. I mean, then again, we've seen plenty of battles against Alabama for offensive linemen through the years. Some work out, and Ohio State gets them, like Isaiah Prince. Some don't work out. You put my feet to the fire right now, I'm going to say Ohio State, but there might be a little recency bias on that based on the visit. But with the Columbus Blue Jackets having a general manager from Finland who is going to certainly do whatever he can do to help Ohio State there, because you do have a little bit of a relationship between the two organizations. Nick Saban can do whatever he wants to. He could bring in 15 hot Finnish babes or whatever, but I think that Ohio State has a lot of things to offer.
This is why I bring these guys in. Look at this information. Olaus, I get that should have tipped me off a bit that he wasn't necessarily from Connecticut.
I guess his dad played in NFL Europe years ago when they had that, so there is a little bit of a football background, I think, for this family. Everybody under the sun has offered him. He's got 45 offers according to our database, which I take in is probably most, if a lot of the Power 5 conference schools have offered this kid 6'6", 315 right out of Central Casting. So I think that getting him on campus for a visit was huge. And now we'll see if they're able to close the deal with Justin Fry, if he can get a big-time offensive lineman like this. Just checking his ranking, 122 nationally, number 15 offensive tackle. So he's up there, a guy that you definitely love to have if you can put him in this class. And that's my thing, is they need impact players, offensive line, defensive line, and, maybe secondary, I guess. I don't know. Linebacker, they're kind of downplaying that at this point. So they've got some guys at linebacker, but offensive line, defensive line, and secondary, they need all the help they can get those three position areas.
Anytime you can get the top 3 offensive linemen in Ohio and the top offensive lineman out of Connecticut, you got to do it. And Kevin, you can say what you want, but we all know the mean streets of Greenwich, that will develop you. That will get you straight away. That will get you mean enough to play in the Big Ten.
Yeah, Loomis Chaffee is not some candy ass school. They are hardcore to the hardcore up there. Loomis Chaffee.
I was going to say, where did Hunter Hearst Hemsley go when he was still kind of a jobber coming up, and they had him dressed up like a total, preppy boy? Well, I gotta go back into my wrestling history to remember that, but certainly the mean streets of Greenwich.
Yep.
But Tony, let's not dare Ryan Day and company to cross the state line into Massachusetts, because we know who owns that state.
Yes, that is Michigan territory. That sometimes can still be sublet out to Don Brown, but yes, that is all Michigan's. I honestly think Ryan Day needs to go back to his home in terms of recruiting and lock down New Hampshire. Let's get that going. You don't want to lose those guys to the team up north.